Well, today I'm not the narrator of this story. It is day 17 me. And you're surprised. Maybe you'll see me going through turmoil. I don't know. But, no spoilers. This is my card game arc. And you'll see. So, I'll put card, or, TCG arc. This is like director's cut beginning. You're like, where have you been? Why are you still talking about a cover? Hush now. The videos are happening. We're back. That's all that should matter. Enjoy the rest of the video. Or, notably the context, I don't showcase video footage. I mention video footage. I don't have video footage. Yeah. Oh, that is Abby. I'm like, wait a minute, someone's crossing my crosshair. Wow, it is episode 101. That's crazy. I want to make this a little tangent, a little anecdote of what I did today. And before that, I just wanted to note that what you saw before about my whole game thing, that was filmed later in the day. So I'm not surprised if I'm doing that before, just to front load people who are more interested in the content of that than my day as of now. Okay, let's get to the gist. What did I do today? Well, what I did today was I went to portfolio class, and beginning before an hour, I worked on finalizing my terms and conditions pretty much of like what I'm going to do for my project to continue up for my portfolio stuff. What we learned in the class though is we learned about how to network, and as well how to scrape people's information in a more legal way. There's something called Sales QL, which is seemingly what everyone's using to scrape people's emails, to not cold call them, but like message them, because it's an assignment that we have to do. Not scrape people's information, but like trying to email people. And you can't do like via LinkedIn or so on and so forth. I got the pasta carbonara, and I got an Arizona drink tea. It's the iced lemonade. So I'll see how that goes. During portfolio, I talked to Santiago. Santiago knows a lot about different, not plugins, but like extensions or other softwares. That was kind of cool. I haven't talked to him for specifically a lot, so it's just a good way to just get to know him. Like, he is definitely a talker when it comes to it, but otherwise, yeah, it's great. Now a side tangent. Am I an extrovert or an introvert, or how I present myself in this space before not presenting in other spaces that are outside of this confinement of a video? Well, being an extrovert, I think is more or less, I'm just sharing who I am in a way where like not a lot of people would recognize me in public being like talking a lot more than in public setting where I don't talk a lot more, or if I'm like more zoned in on doing a task to just like focus on that. Because I feel like I've just made this space for me to be like, okay, I can just talk about and rant about my thoughts, and that's great. At this point, I saw that my string theory video got above 200 views, which I'm like, wow, people really love string theory. People like the idea of like actual, I don't know. I'm kidding. I will even show the graph. It's low, but there's views, which I'm thinking is from the thumbnail still. But I digress. It's gonna slow. It's second place against my my Strike Nova video. I think what catches a lot of people's attention is also the title. So maybe for season 3, I start changing up the title a bit. I don't know. That's just me. But anyhow, I'm gonna go to my apartment and I'm actually gonna crank out the video that you saw before of my breakdown of my gacha thing. I feel like I'm just gonna I want to share something that I'm really innately passionate about right now, which only flourished like after the fact, like yesterday, like at night. I just had an epiphany, like when I was sleeping. I was like, "Whoa, wait, no, not sleeping," but I was like watching a video, and it was a ad for, man, you know, there's this gacha game, and I'm like, okay. And then also stackpiling on the idea of when I went to media and ethics class, and there were like pitches of how to serve a game for a wizard, and it's like, oh, let's do like a Sims, or like he's very lonely, let's do like a dating harem Sims thing. And then I'm like, oh wow, crazy. So that stockpile, and I'm like, I have done and have made card games before, even on my personal time, even before making Forcing Fortune. But I think it'll just be awesome. It's like a personal devlog thing for me. And I don't know why. I feel like I've hit a gold mine. I personally feel like I've hit a gold mine. When I was doing my research, okay, before I knew I wanted to do this, I didn't know if there's any other types of TCG games that are like that, honestly. Until later in the morning when I searched up, like, hey, is there actually like some waifu TCGs? And there are, and I will discuss those. I have discussed those before, but I don't know them on top of my head because they're kind of obscure names. But essentially, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If I had to do a ranker today, I would probably rank today a B tier. As of now. I don't think it's gonna reach an A, but I feel like it's a B tier. I think a lot of things stack as a B. And you're like, huh, crazy. But that's just how it goes. I also will probably edit. So I'm gonna do before that, my gacha thing, is I'm gonna edit my yesterday's video because I did not do that yet. So I will do that. But otherwise, I feel like the gacha TCG is gonna pop off. I was also on the impression as well when it came to just making those types of videos. I came from the idea of the Card Wars devlog video, so I'm like, what? So I don't know. Maybe this hits. Okay, I'm gonna do a really quick review of this. So Arizona iced tea with lemon flavored. I've not had this one. Lemony, obviously, very smooth, or like easy to go down. And not so lemony that it's not overwhelming. I would rate this 8 out of 10. I would get this again. I would imagine if I had more of these though, it would like hit the back of my throat more a lot, which is not a cool thing because it sort of just dries it out. But overall, this is fine and refreshing.